recap, and I would love for you to give me some of your thoughts on what this was week one, a little bit of week one and week two. Who wants to just tell me a little bit about what this diagram represents for us, or something that you learned when we went through this, and the whole idea of the unexpected, the emotions, thoughts, and beliefs? Who wants to share?
Well, that essentially is kind of almost a two-way street. So your thoughts, if you don't train your thoughts, can really root disbelief or in beliefs that are negative or not correct. But the vice versa, that if your beliefs and your thoughts are positive, then it can actually, when those unexpected happen, the beliefs are what root you. So it's about foundation, and it can be how you're feeding it, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Anything else here? Anybody experienced this in their own life, or has this made you aware of, like, instances, your emotional reaction, then a thought, and then has any of you, like, become aware of that in your own personal life in any way? Put everybody on the spot. Well, I got a text message from someone in the class on Sunday, and they said that they had experienced an unexpected, and it was after church. Church was amazing, and they thought it was a great message, and then blah, 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 the day went on, and then this unexpected happened with a relationship, and the person said, I'm just gonna go, I need some time and some space, and I said, well, if you have time and you want to talk, give me a call. So she did, and we talked for a little bit, and then she's like, I need to go have some time with Jesus. And then, I don't know, within an hour after that, she was like, she texted me and said, oh my goodness, the Lord met me. Here was the message that ministered exactly to my situation and gave me such peace and joy. And I was like, hallelujah, like you did it. I mean, that's the whole idea of that expected. She acknowledged how she felt. She had to process through what she was thinking about it. And then what I commended her for is, I said, you took the time to go to meet with Jesus with this. You took it to him. He was then therefore able to minister to you in that situation. Sometimes we just try to keep plowing along, we try to just rationalize it, we try to just get through it, and God's not always asking us. Sometimes that's the mode of operandum, but a lot of times coming and bringing it to him. And she now walked away, and her gift was more truth, helping her to guide her in those kinds of situations. And I was like, that's it. That's the whole, that's the big lesson in what we're trying to learn here. So then, all gifts come by what?
Faith.
By faith. And then where does faith actually begin? Like, a lot of times we think of faith for the situation, faith in God to get us through, and then we think of faith in Jesus, putting our faith and trust in him. But where does faith really begin? Where do we have to first, what do we first have to have faith in order for all of this to become creation? We have to believe, and that's in Hebrews 11 verses 1 and 2. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's what the ancients were commended for. And then verse 2 says, by faith we believe that God created all of this out of nothing. So faith begins there. And I talked about why that was so important, is because the whole idea of this world that we live in as being created has been under attack. And that whole idea that God is the creator, they've been trying to knock that foundation out from underneath us. And so what people don't understand is evolution and creation, God don't mix. It's like oil and water or whatever. They don't mix. They're not. Now, this too big for our class time to discuss all that stuff, but you need to know, and you need to have that locked in, that God is the creator. And it's by faith, but yet there's enough evidence to show that. And that's in Romans 1 verse around 20. It talks about everything that is around us shows us that this was all created. It's just too amazing of a design to just have happened. And so that's where we need to make sure, because when these things are coming, this is a part of an area where it's a subtle thing that's trying to pull the rug out from underneath you. It's going to make you weak if these things are not in place. And so then the next week, well, yeah, I think it was both week 2, as we talk about creation. Don't you love my little creation drawing here? So we had to get back. If creation is where it all starts, then we have to know, why do we have the unexpected? And it was not the original design. Like the original design, God said when he was all done, he said it was very good. And at that time, there was not sin, there was not death, there was not